ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारम् प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः।
ओम श्री
ॐ
परमात्मने
श्री
नमः।
परमात्मने नमः।
अथ एकादशोऽध्यायः।
अथ एकादशोऽध्यायः।
सञ्जय उवाच
सञ्जय उवाच
एवमुक्त्वा ततो राजन्महायोगेश्वरो हरिः
एवमुक्त्वा ततो राजन्
महायोगेश्वरो हरिः
दर्शयामास पार्थाय परमं रूपमैश्वरम्।
दर्शयामास पार्थाय परमं रूपमैश्वरम्।
अनेकवक्त्रनयनम् अनेकाद्भुतदर्शनम्
अनेकवक्त्रनयनम्
अनेकवक्त्रनयनम्
अनेकाद्भुतदर्शनम्
अनेकाद्भुतदर्शनम्
अनेकदिव्याभरणं दिव्यानेकोद्यतायुधम्
अनेकदिव्याभरणम्
अनेकदिव्याभरणम्
दिव्यानेकोद्यात
दिव्यानोकोद्यायुधम्
दिव्यमाल्याम्बरधरं दिव्यगन्धानुलेपनम्
दिव्यमाल्याम्बरधरम्
दिव्यगन्धानुलेपनम्
दिव्यगन्धानुलेपनम्
सर्वाश्चर्यमयं देवम् अनन्तं विश्वतोमुखम्
सर्वाश्चर्यमयम्
सर्वाश्चर्यमयम् देवम्
देवमनन्तम्
अनन्तम्
विश्वतोमुखम्
विश्वतोमुखम्
To this we saw Sanjaya Uvacha after the second chapter. Yes, of course. First chapter, Sanjaya Uvacha, Drishtva tu Pandavanekam. Everything is Sanjaya Uvacha. The whole Gita, in fact, in the form of dialogue between Dhritarashtra and Sanjaya. The first Sanjaya Uvacha only. Drishtva tu Pandavanekam. But Sanjaya Uvacha, that we say particularly, the first chapter. Then second chapter also Sanjaya Vacha was Eva Mukta Rishikesham Gudakesha Parantapa Yotsiti Govindam Uttra Tushnim Babuvaha Sent Tamuvacha Rishikesha Prasanniva Bharata Senayor Madhya Vishidantam Idam Machaha. The ninth and tenth shloka of the second chapter, Sankhya Yoga. Then down the chapter onwards, Bhagavataha Upadeshaha. Now again Sanjaya has come. So we saw Evam Uktva. Hey Rajan, hey Dhritarashtra, Evam Muktva Kaha Bhagavan, Evam Muktva Mahayogeshwaraha, Yoganam Ishwaraha, and it is Mahayogeshwaraha, Mahantaha, so Yogeshwaraha, Kaha Harihi, Harati Papam Viti Harihi, Harihi Bhagavan Sri Krishnaha, Vasudevaha, Darshaya Masa, Litlakara, Dadarsha, he showed, Darshaya Masa. Darshaya Masa is not the Darsha. Darshaya Masa, Vitlakara, Darshaya is causative of Darsha. Arjuna Dadarsha. Arjuna ka Dadarsha. Bhagavan Darshaya Masa. Darshaya Masa. Kasmai Parthaya Kim Rupam Aishwaram Rupam Paramam Aishwaram Rupam Darshaya Masa Darshitavan. He showed. Kidrisham Abhavat Darshanam Bhagavataha Vishwarupa Darshanam. Tat Dashama Shlokat Arabhya Uktaha Sanjayena. Aneka Bhaktranagaram, Aneka Adbhuta Darshanam, Aneka Divyabharanam. All these words are good exercises for samasa. For samasa abhyasa, these words can be taken. All these are compounds. Bhagavad as well as other compounds are also there. Aneka Bhaktranagaram. The Ashimirsal Bhashakara gives a Vigraha Vakya very nicely. So I gave Vigraha Vakya in a different way in the last clause. The Bhashyam Bhashyakara says, Anekani Vastrani Nayanani cha Yasmin Rupe Tatu Vatra Nayana Vatram cha Nayanam cha Vatra Nayane. That we can, and of course we can make it like that. Anekani Vastrani Nayanani cha Yasmin Tatu Yasmin Rupe Tadrupa in which form. That form, that Rupam is referred to Aneka Vatranayanam. That Vishwarupa Darshana, the Vishwarupam of Ishvara. Yasmin Rupe Tat. Aneka Bhuta Darshanam. Anekani Adbhutani. Vismapakani. Ascharya-kani. Ascharya-Ascharya-ni. Darshanani. Yasmin Rupe Tat. Aneka Adbhuta. Adbhuta Darshanam. It's referring to the Rupa. That's why all are in Napumsakalinga. Aneka Bhaktranayinam, Aneka Adbhuta Darshanam, Aneka Divya Anekani Divyani Abharanam. Yasmin Tat, Yasmin Rupe Tad Rupam, Aneka Divya Bharanam. Then Divya Aneko Dhyata Ayudam. Divya Aneka Udyata Ayudam. Ayudam is lifted up. Udyata. Udyatani Ayudani. That is a compound. That is it's a Bhagavad. But the whole thing is again Udyatani Ayudani Yena Saha Udyatayudaha, and that is a part of this compound. So therefore Divyani Anekani Udyatani Ayudhani. Yasmin Tat. Or Udyatani Ayudani. You can make like that also. Udyatayudam or Udyatani Ayudani. Udyatani cha tani Ayudhani Karmadarya. Udyatayudam Udyatayudam. Here it is. You can take to be Karmadarya. Udyatani Ayudhani. And these are Anekani, not one or two, many. And they are Divyani, divine. So Divyani Anekani Udyatayudhani. Udyatayudhani. Udhani. Yasmin Rupe Tadrupam. Aneka Divya Neka Udyata Ayudam. Divyaneko Udyata Ayudam. Iti. Dashayamasa Bhagavan. Divya Malyam Bharadaram. Divyani Malyani. Pushpani. Ambarani. That is Ambar. Vastrani. Yena. That is the Vastrani cha. Driyante. Yena Driyante. Dharayanti iti. Ambaradharam. Driyante iti. Atava Dharayanti. Dharayati iti. Yena Ishwarena tam. That rupam of the Lord. Divya Malyam Bharadaram. Bhagavad. Bhagavad. Divyam Gandha Anulepan. Gandhasya Anulepan. Gandha Anulepan. Ishtitat Purusha. The whole compound is Bhagavad. Divyam Gandha Anulepanam. Yasya Sahatam. Yasya Rupasya Tam Rupam. Divya Gandha Anulepanam Rupam. It is then Sarva Ascharyamayam. It is Sarva Ascharyamayam. Devam. Anantam. It is Anantam. Not limited. Devam. Divi Bhavam Devam. Divine. Alaukikam ityartaha. It is Ascharyamayam. It is wonder. And it is endless. And Vishvato Mukam. So Vishvato Mukam. Sarvato Mukam ityartaha. Sarvbhutatvat. Vishvato Mukam is Sarvato Mukam. So Sarvataha. Vishvataha Sarvataha. Mukani. Yasya Tatre. Vishvato Mukam. Sarvadik Varti Mukam. Rupam. Darshayamasa Bhagavan. He showed to whom Arjuna. Who says? Sanjaya says. To whom Dhritarashtra. So, therefore, Vishwarupa Darshana, that all the three people see Anjaneya in the Dvaja of the chariot, and Arjuna, and of course Sanjaya also fortunate to see the Vishwarupa Darshanam. Then he continues further. Let us read from the 12th shloka. Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhavedyugapaduttita
Divi Surya Saha Bhavet Yugapat Uttita
Yadibhas Sadrishi Sasyad Vasastasya Mahatmanaha.
Yadi Bhasadrishi Sasyad Vastasya Mahatmanah.
This chapter you need to practice reading. It's a little difficult. And later verses will be in Trishtup meter. This is in Shloka. I think this was quoted by this American scientist when tested the atom bomb. 1000 Divi Surya Sahasrasya, Sahasra Suryaha, Surya Sahasrasya, 1000 suns, effulgent suns put together, how it would be. So it was like that. So comparing this to the explosion of an atom bomb, Oppenheimer, I think, scientist, I think he quoted this one. Divi Surya Sahasrasya, Sahasrasya Yuga Paduttita, Yugapat Uttita, Yuga Paduttita. Divi means Akasha, sky. Surya Sahasra, Suryanam Sahasram, Surya Sahasram, thousands of sun. So in the sky, suppose if thousands suns, one sun itself is so much effulgent and scorching, 1000 suns together, they rise the sky, then what would be the effulgence, brightness? So the whole Yadi Bhaha Sadrishi. Bhaha is Bas, it's a Pratipadikam, Bhaha. So Bhaha Sadrishi, comparable to the brilliance of the 1000 suns rising. This Vishwarupam is comparable to that. So 1000 suns rising simultaneously. The sky, how much effulgent could be. So that Sadrisha, that effulgence. So this Ishwar Rupa, the Darshanam, the Ishwar Rupa is equivalent to that. That effulgence would be is equivalent to the effulgence. Bhasastasya Mahatmanaha, Mahatmanaha Paramatmanaha Ishwaraha. So it was equivalent to the effulgence of this cosmic form of the Lord. So an example, but this example itself is not adequate. This Surya Sahasrasya, Sahasra is only an Upalakshana. Not exactly 1000. It's so much effulgent. That's why you cannot see with the local eyes. That's why Divya Chakshuhu. So it means Bhagavan is all effulgent. Surya Koti Samaprabha, Nirvignam we say, Kurume Deva. Surya Koti Surya, yes, Sahasra Surya. So Koti is not exactly 1 crore. Similarly, Sahasra is not just 1000, it's a number. So it is not comparable, beyond comparison, transcends all comparisons. So therefore, it is very difficult to imagine also. Difficult to imagine, but some drishtanta, some number should be given. So therefore, it is not something which is locally available, not possible. So this is such type of comparison. This is in Sanskrita literature, it is called Sambhavita Upama. So the illustration is not drawn from any non-experience because there is no experience. But it is asked to be imagined like that. So Sambhavita Upama. Only Arjuna and the two have seen. So we have to imagine. Yadi Chet. Yadi is equal to Chet. Akashe, Divi Akashe. Div, Pakaranta, Srilinga, Shabdaha. Akashe, Surya Sagastram, Suryanam Sagastram, Tat, Aparimitam, Aparimita Surya Sagastrasya. There is no limit to the effulgence of the sun. It means not just not 1 or 2, it is not even 1000, it is countless, Aparimita. Yugapat Uditasya Uttita. Yugapat simultaneously, Samakale Udita, Bhaga, Prabha, that shine, Prakashaha, Deeptihi, that Bhaga, Prakasha, Deeptihi, Syat, Saha, that effulgence, that Aso Yugapat Uttita Surya Sagastriya Bhaga, Tasya Mahatmanaha Vishwarupasya Bhagavataha Basaha. That bhasa is the bhasa of the Vishwarupa of the Lord. So how much effulgent would be that if 1,000 suns arise simultaneously? That much effulgence is the effulgence of the Lord. Ya baha yadi baha aso yugapat uttita surya sagastra baha tasya mahatmanah vishwarupasya bhagavatah basah sadrishi tulya bhavati ityartah. This equivalent. So, so tulya bhavati. Yadrishi baha sagastra suryasya vartante. Yaha bhaha vartante sagastra suryasya taha baha tadrishi baha yadrishi baha tadrishi baha mahatmanah baha tasya mahatmanah bhavati iti. So that much effulgence is there for the cosmic form of the Lord. So it means its effulgence is indescribable. That is indescribable. So indescribable can be described only in a poetic way. That's why he said like that. Baha sadrishi. Sadrishi Srilinga, why? Because Baha sadrishi. Baha sadrishi sasyat. Sagastra suryasya bhaga sadrishi sa baha bhavati kasya mahatmanah ishwarasya iti. Yugapat, that is also Yugapat uddita yaha baha saha dataha sadrishi mahatmanah baha iti. Then the next shloka. Tatraikastham jagat krishnam pravibhaktamanekadha
तत्रैकस्थं जगत्कृत्स्नं प्रविभक्तमनेकदा
अपश्यद्देवदेवस्य शरीरे पाण्डवस्तदा
अपश्यद्देवदेवस्य शरीरे पाण्डवस्तदा
तत्र कुत्र तस्मिन् विश्वरूपे ईश्वररूपे एकस्मिन् तिष्ठति इति एकस्मिन् स्थले तिष्ठति इति एकस्तः एकस्तं तत्रैकस्तं. So Arjuna, you saw the whole Jagat in the body of Ishvara. It means it is not a particular form. A particular form cannot accommodate the entire Jagat, the total Jagat. So it is, therefore, it is not in the Krishna Sharira, it is Virat Sharira. Arjuna saw Virat Sharira, it is Devasya Sharira. Ekastam in one place, not located in different places, the same locus, the same Sharira. So Tatra Ekastam, this Krishnam Jagat, the entire Jagat, Ekastam. So Tatra Ekastam Jagat Krishnam. Pravibhaktam Anekadha. So Pravibhaktam Tatra Vishwarupe Ishwarasya Sharire Devadevasya Devanam Devaha Devanam Devasya Arehe Ishwarasya Devadevasya Sharire. So Devadevasya Sharire Pandavaha. This is Arjunaha Panduputraha Arjunaha Tatra Vishwarupe Ekastam Ekasmin Deshe Pradeshe Stitam Anekada Apashyat Isa Dushtavan Anekada Dushtavan Anekada Aneka Prakarehi Anekaihi Anekada means Anekaihi Deva Manushyaadibihi Prakarehi Anekada in manifold. in a manifold way. You saw in a single form, but it is distinctly in a manifold way. So anekada means divided into manifold, multiple ways. It means divided into celestials, human beings, mains, pashus. Nothing is doubted. Everything. Anekada deva pitra manushyadi vedehi anekada pravibhaktam. Bhashikara says anekada is manifold ways, pravibhaktam divided into manifold ways. The form of deva pitra manushyadi vedehi. So anekada pravibhaktam anekada divided in multifold ways. He saw that in a single form, the entire Jagat, the single form in which all these are in multifold ways, apashyat, putra in the Vishwarupa. So ekasmin sthite, this Jagat, the Jagat Krishnam, the entire Jagat, which is multiplied in the manifold way, he saw that in a single, in the same place, in a single form, Vishwarupe. Pravibhaktam, Vibhaktam, Bajdatu. So, Vibhagena, Vedena Stitam, Pratak Avastitam. This entire Jagat, Krishnam Jagat, this Chetana Achetanaatmakam Jagat, the Jagat consisting of both Chetana and Achetana. This Chetana Achetanaatmakam Samastam Krishnam Jagat Anekada Pravibhaktam Idam Jagat Krishnam. So Anekada Pravibhaktam qualifies Jagat. This Samastam Jagat, which is Anekada Pravibhaktam, divided into manifold ways in the form of Deva, Manushya, Pashu, etc. Etat Sarvam Ekastam in one place. Ekastam Devadevasya Sharire, in the Sharira, in the body of Devadeva, Devanam Devaha, Ishwarasya Sharire, Pandavaha Apashyat, Tada Apashyat. Kada Apashyat, at the time of this Vishwarupa Darshana Velayam Samaye Pandavaha Panduputraha Arjunaha Apashyat. So he saw at the time of Vishwarupa Darshana. So he saw the Vishwarupa Darshana, the entire universe was seen in the Lord. So when he saw the cosmic form, he was wonderstruck. He was completely dumbfounded. So Pandavaha, he was completely dumbfounded. Therefore, what happened to him? So he was struck with wonder, and therefore, how Arjuna felt having seen this form, that the Sanjaya says, the impact of the Vishwarupa Darshana on Arjuna, as it is presented by Sanjaya. That is the next shloka. Let us read. Tatas vismaya vishto hrishtaro dhananjayah.
ततस्सविस्मया विष्टो इष्टरोमा धनञ्जयः
प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं कृताञ्जलिरभाषत.
प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं कृताञ्जलिरभाषत.
So तद्दृष्ट्वा विश्वरूपं दृष्ट्वा पश्चात् अर्जुनः किं कृतवान्, किम् अभवत् तस्य. Therefore ततः then तस्मात् तद्दृष्ट्वा दर्शनात् अनन्तरं विस्मयाविष्टः, विस्मयेन आविष्टः. So आश्चर्यदीहि, he was struck with wonder. So when Arjuna, in fact, in the Bhashyakara says, Katam yat tvaya darshitam vishwarupam tat aham pashyami iti sva anubhavam avishkurvan Arjunaha. Svanubhavam avishkurvan Arjuna huvacha. Sva anubhavam, his Anubhava, his experiences. He describes his experiences. In fact, there are the three types of emotions. One is Ascharya Chakitaha, wonderstruck. Second thing is having seen the Vishwarupa. He got frightened. The fear is the second emotion. Because the other side of Vishwarupa is destruction. He saw all these people are swallowed, killed. So therefore there is fear, bhitihi. Then there is bhakti also, because Arjuna saw everything in the Lord. Therefore, there is complete acceptance of the Lord. All the pairs of opposites, all the dvandvas, everything is there in total. Having seen that, understood that he is the adhara of everything, and and compared to that, so he finds himself to be so insignificant. Therefore, there comes surrender. This previously he had a bloated ego. Now that ego is crushed. Having understood how insignificant being as it is, Arjuna says, then what to talk of us? So therefore, there is surrender. Up to that point, previous, he was thinking that he was deciding the course of war, but it is not. In fact, he saw all the Kauravas were killed in the battle. Therefore, later Bhagavan says, "You are just a nimitta. Already I have finished them." So therefore, he understands how insignificant he is. So when we see a total, then naturally the bhakti, the devotion comes. So therefore, he becomes a bhakta, a devotion arises, having seen this Vishwarupa, understands the limitation, and therefore surrender. So therefore, all the mixed feelings, Ascharyaha, Bhitihi, and Bhaktihi, all the three. So therefore, Vismaya Vishtaha. Therefore, Tataha, Vismaya Vishtaha. So here, first he says, so far he had a narrow outlook now, and therefore he never appreciated the total. Now when he looked the total without any bias, then he was wonderstruck, and his emotion got mixed up. The Vismaya Avishtaha and Hrishtaroma Dhananjayaha. Hrishtaroma Abhavat. His heirs stood on ends, and he saw the total, like which is doesn't have any comparison. So therefore, Ascharya Chakitaha, and he just prostrated, Sashtanga Namaskara, with his Pranamya Shirasa Devam, having bowing his head with Anjali Mutra, Kritanjali Rabhashata, Kritaha Anjali. Anjali is Namaskara, holding the hands. So therefore, Vismaya Vishtaha, Ascharyen Avishtaha Yuktaha, Arjunaha, Krishtaroma, Roma is Ekavachana, Rishtaroman, Bhagavad Samasa it is. Dhananjaya Rishtaroma Abhavat, Vismaya Vishtaha Abhavat, Rishtaroma Abhavat. Tataha Darshanantaram Saha Dhananjaya Vismaya Vishtaha Vismayena Ascharjena Avishtaha Vyaptaha Rishtaroma Abhavat. Rishtaroma is it is Rishtaroma, not Dishtaroma. Rishtaroma, Roman is a Shabda. Rishtani, Utpulakitani, Romani, Lomani. Yasya, Saha, Pulakangitam, we say in Tamil. So, Utpulakitani. In fact, in Sanskrit also we have Utpulakitani. Rishtani, Utpulakitani. Romani, Lomani. Roma, Loma, both. Loma is hair. That is also hair. Loma is the hair on the head. Roma is the hair on the body. So Rishtani Utpulakitani Romani Romani cha yasya saha. So Roma, therefore he is called Rishta Roma. Romanchita Gatraha Shariraha. Romanchita Shariraha. Shariraha. Romanchita Shariraha. Gatraha we can say because Dhananjaya is Pullinga. So Saho Dhananjayaha. Dhananjayaha. Different words Arjuna is addressed. Arjuna is addressed. Arjuna is then is presented. Dhananjayati. Dhanajit is called Dhananjaya. Dhananjayati iti Dhananjayaha. Dhanajit. Like Indrajit. Dhanajit. So therefore, Dhananjayaha Shirasa Devam Pranamya. Devam is a karma for Pranamya. Pranamya Prakarshena Bhakti Shraddha Purvakam Natva Pranamya Namaskaram Kritva Namaskritya Kritanjalihi. Kritaha Anjalihi. Anjalihi is Kara Samputaha is called Anjali. Kara. This Kara this Kara Yoho. Samputaha. Karan there is Anjali. Kritaha Kara Samputaha. Folded hands. Yena Saha. Kritanjalihi. Kritanjali also Bhagavad compound. Kritaha Anjalihi Yena Saha. Anjali is Kara Samputa. So Kara Samputa. Yena Saha. Samputi Krita Asta Yugalaha. Samputi Krita Asta Yugalaha. Yugalaha means prayer. The prayer of hands they are in the Anjali Mudra. Anjali Mudra Kritanjalihi Abhashata is he told Uktavan. Iti who says Anjaya says. Therefore now Arjuna is going to talk. He's going to say something having seen the Vishwarupa Darshana. So therefore struck with wonder. Therefore he says that Sanjaya says, what Arjuna says. Next shloka. From here onwards it is in Trishtup Chandas. Arjuna Uvacha
Arjuna
Arjuna
Uvacha
Uvacha
Pashyami Devans Tava Devadehe
Pashyami
Pashyami
Devanstava
Devanstava
Devadehe
Devadehe
Sarvans Tatha Bhuta Vishesha Sanghan
Sarvanstha
Sarvanstatha
Bhuta
Bhuta
Vishesha
Visesha
Sanghan
Sanghan
Brahmanamisham Kamalasanastatham
Brahmanamisham Kamalasastham
Brahmastham
Rishinscha Sarvanuragamscha Divyan.
Rishimcha
Rishimcha
Sarvanuraganscha
Sarvanuraganscha
Divyan.
Divyan.
You can see here the one Sandhi, this particular Sandhi happens 4 times. 4 times? 1, 2, 3, 4. Padantanakara.
Paschatatascha.
So Nascha Padan, Naschavya Prashant, not Nascha Padantasya Jali. Naschavya Prashant. Padantanakara. Replaced by Anuswara Arunasika, then followed by Cha, which are followed by Aschavya Prashant, 837. Devan plus Tava, Devan Stava. Sarvan plus Tata. Rishin Cha. Sarvan plus Uragan. Uragans Cha. Sarvan, that is there, and not there. Uragan plus Cha. Uragans Cha. Naschavya Prashant. So Arjuna says, Pashyami, Aham Pashyami. What does it say? All those things are mentioned. Devan, Deva Dehe, Deva, Deva, not Deva, Deva Dehe separate. Deva, Sambodhana. Deva. Why Deva? It is Jyota, Jyotamana. Jyota, it is shining, effulgent. Divi, Babaha, Devaha, Jyotamananam, Jyotana. Deva, it is Deva, Jyotamana, shining. Jyotamana, Vasamana, that is Deva, He Bhasamana, He Jyotamana. Tava, Te, Dehe, Tava Dehe, He Deva, Tava Dehe, Aham Pashyami, I see. What do I see? Devan. I see the Devas. What Devas? Aditya Rudra Adityaha, Dvadasha Adityaha, Ekadasha Rudraha, all these Maruts, etc. So all the Devata Suran, Tata, Devan, Sarvan, Devan, Sarvan, Devan, Sarvan you can add. Sarvan, Samagran, Devan, Pampashyami. Also, Bhuta Vishesha Sangan. Bhuta Vishesha Sangan. Bhuta is being. Vishesha is variety. Sangha is multitude. So Bhuta Vishesha Sangan. Bhuta Visheshanam. Pranibhedanam. Stavaranam Jangamanam. Cha. Bhuta Vishesha. Both moving and non-moving. Chetana Chetana. How many other it is? Many. Nana Sankhyanam, Nana Samsthanam, Sangan Samuha. Sangha is Samuha. Samuha. So multitude of beings and multitude of beings and Vishesha variety and multitude. So Bhuta Vishesha is Stavaranam Jangamanam, Bhuta Vishesha, Nana Samsthanam, different varieties. And the Samuga of that, multitude of them, many of them. So Bhuta Vishesha Sangan. So Bhuta Vishesha Sangan, Bhuta Visheshanam, Stavara Jangamanam, Nana Samsthana Visheshanam, Sangaha, Bhashyam Bhashyakara says. So meaning is that the multitude and variety of bhutas, beings, also beings. They are Sarvan Devan, Bhuta Vishesha Sangan, and not only that, Brahmanam Isham. Brahmanam Isham. Isham is Ishitaram, the one who rules, Niyantaram. So Ishitaram. Bhuta Visheshanam Ishitaram. Sarvesham Devanam Bhuta Visheshanam Cha Ishitaraha. Niyantaraha, the controller. Isham. Ish means to rule. So therefore Isham. Isham. And Brahmanam, of course, Brahmaji also. Isham and Brahmanam. Either we can take Isham Brahmanam or we can take separately also. So Isham, the word, can be taken separately, and Brahma also. So Brahmanam Aham. Brahmanam, Isham, Brahmaji is creator. Therefore, Isha is one rules over the creation. So Brahma is Srishtikarta. He is Pratamaja. So he is Hiranyagarbha. So Brahma Devanam Pratamasambhabhuva Vishwasya Karta Bhavanasya Gopta. That is Brahmaji. Yo Brahmanam Idadati Purvam Yo Vai Vedam Sta Praginoti Tasmai. So that is Brahmaji, Hiranyagarbha. He is a creator. After creation, it has to be the creation. The creation is sustained, ruled. So that is Ishaha. That also we can take, or Isham Brahmanam. Anyway, you can take. And Kamala Sanastam. Kamala Isham Brahmanam Kamala Sanastam. Kamala Sane Tishtati. Kamala Sanam is seated in a Kamala Asana. Asyate iti asanam. That on which one sits, it's asana. What is the asana for Brahmaji? Kamala, lotus. Or we can take the meaning to be in a different way, as is said by a commentator. Kamalavata Vipulam Vistirnam Asanam. Like a lotus, when it is in the bud form, it is not Vistirnam. But when it opens, when it blossoms, it becomes big. So Kamalavata Vipulam vast Vistirnam Asanam. Asanam, on which Stitam is Brahmaji, Pratamajam, that Kamalasana. And Rishina, not Rishina, many rishis. all the rishis, samastan rishin, mantra drashtara, mantra drashtrun, mantra drashtrun, vasishtadin, maharshin, sarvan rishin, and uragamscha. Uraha is sarpa. Why it's called uraha? Because it is urasi, gacchati iti uraha, that which moves. Uras is chest. So uraha, urasi gacchati iti uragaha, and uraghan bhagavachanam. So Vasuki, etc. Pravritin, Sarpan, Aham, and they are Divyan. It is not Laukika, it is Alaukika, Divya, Aham, Ashyami, Aham, Lokayami, Aham, Ikshe, I see, Pratyaksham Upalabe, I see. So I see I see all the rishis, all the beings, multitude of beings. I see Brahmaji and I see all the rishis. I see the Uraha and I see all the Varahas, snakes which are like Vasuki, etc. All celestial snakes. The most famous is select Vasuki. Sarpanaham, Vasuki, iti Bhagavata Uktam Purum, Vasuki. Everything I see, Pashyami. All are Divya. They are not ordinary, they are all Divya. It is not available in this loka. It is all Divi. Bhavaha, Divyaha, Divyan, Samastan Divyan Aham Pashyami. In one place I see everything. The entire thing in one place. Jagat is not only this world. Jagat is everything. Other than you, everything covers. All the lokas. Therefore, all the loka, therefore, everything in those lokas. Everything is covered. I see Ekastam in one place in the Vishwarupa Darshanam. Then he says, Anekabhahudharavakranetram
अनेकबाहूदर
अनेकबाहूदरवक्त्रनेत्रम्
Pashyami Tvam Sarvatonantarupam
पश्य
पश्यामि त्वां
सर्वन्तरूपं
सर्वतोऽनन्तरूपम्
Nantam Namadhyam na Punastavadim
नान्तं न
नान्तं न
मध्यं न
मध्यं न
पुनरस्तवादिम्
पुनस्तवादिम्
Pashyami Vishveshwara Vishwarupa.
पश्यामि
पश्यामि
विश्वेश्वर
विश्वेश्वर
विश्वरूप
विश्व
Again Pashyami, Aham Pashyami, He Vishveshwara, He Vishwarupa. Vishveshwara, Vishwasya Ishwaraha, He Vishveshwara. Vishwarupaha, Sarurupaha, Vishwarupaha, Sarvarupaha. All form. All form is his form. Therefore Vishwarupaha. He Vishwarupa, He Sarvarupa, He Vishveshwara, He Ishwara, Vishwasya Ishwaraha. Agam Pashyami, what Aneka Bahu Dharavaktra Netram. Aneka Bahu is the arms. So Aneka Bahu, Udara, Vaktra, Netram. Four things are there. Bahu is Karanda Shabda, like Guru Shabda, Bhagavaha. So Aneke is therefore many. Therefore Bhagavaha, Udarani, Vaktrani, Netrani, Anekani. Yasya, Tam. Yasya Tam. So therefore, Anekani, Anantam, Bahu, Ananta Bhuja, Ananta Udara, Jatara, Aneka Mukani, Bhatrani, Aneka Netrani, Nayanani, Yasmin, Yasya Saha, Yasya Tat. So Bhagavaha, Udarani, Bhatrani, Netrani, Cha, Yasya, Tava, Sahatva, you. So I see countless number of arms, Bahu, and stomachs, and mouth, a face, eyes, etc. So countless, Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha, Sahasraksha Sahasrapat, and it also in Sarvataha, in all directions. You have got directions in all directions. There is no direction. In all direction means directions limit. In Sarvataha, everywhere, all directions. You have got Ananta Rupam, Rupam which are limitless, Ananta Rupam. Anantani Anekani Rupani, Yasya, Ananta Rupam, Yasya Tam Aneka Rupam, Tvam, you, Sarvataha, Sarvatra, Sarvatraham Pashyami Lokayami. So therefore it is Anantaha, very difficult to describe, but Arjuna says, Aneka Rupani, Aneka Bhagava, Aneke Bhagavaha, Aneke Udrani, Vaktrani, Ayanani, Netrani. So, Aham Pashyami, and Sarvataha, in all direction it is Ananta Rupam, the Rupam, the forms which are endless. Endless is the contradiction, but that is by the grace of Lord, he sees that endless. That's why Divya Chakshu. Ananta Rupam. Rupam can be counted. It cannot be counted. Not countable. Ananta Rupam. Iti. Then he says Ananta. If it is Ananta, then it must be what? Then it must be Na Antaha, Na Madhyaha, Na Punaha Tava Adim. Therefore, Adi Anta Ragitaha. Adyanta Ragitaha. Therefore, Nantam Antaha na vidyate yasya. Antaha na vidyate. So Antaha avasanam samapti. Na antam. Nantam madhyabhaga. So antam na pashyami. Antaha na vidyate yasya iti anantaha. Here it is na antam only. Na antam. Either we can take na antam separate. Yastapadam. Na antam anantam. So antam samaptihi avasanam na pashyami. Madhyabhaga also na pashyami. Then what about Adi? Adim also, Arambam also. Arambam api aham na pashyami. Aham na nirikshe. It means not there, therefore it doesn't see. So I don't see the beginning, I don't see the end, I don't see the middle also. So it means it is Purnam, it is infinite. Adi is head, Ananta is feet. If Adi and Ananta is there, then if you can see, then it will be a limited one. But that's not how it's seen in the Vishwarupa, because it doesn't have a beginning, doesn't have an end. It is endless, it is beginningless and endless. So where is Madhya? Therefore Madhyamapina Vashyami. So therefore Bhagavan presents Arjuna with a form that includes all the forms. And in that form has it is beginningless, it is endless. So where does it begin? Which cannot be known. Where does it end? That also cannot be known. That is why it is infinite. So everything is covered. Everything is seen. Therefore, in a circle, what is the beginning? What is the end? So it's very difficult to conceive of for us. We always think in a linear way. Therefore, beginning and end. A line starts, beginning and ends. But in a circle, the circle is a good example for Purnam. That is a Chinmudra. Chinmudra, when you do the gesture, the thumb and the tarjani, both are joined and made in made a circle. Circle that is zero. It's looks like a circle. Therefore, there is no beginning, there is no end. That is the idea. Antaha anantam na madhyam. Punaha again, adim api na pashyami. A Vishweshwara, a Vishwarupa. So therefore, everything is all inclusive in that form. Then the next shloka. So Arjuna gives a long description. This is relatively a big chapter. And also all the verses from here onwards, we will see in Trishtup Chandas up to the end. And at the end, we have some Anushtup Chandas also. Let us read Shloka number 17. Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrinam Cha
किरीटिनं किरीटिनं गदिनं गदिनं चक्रिणं च
Tejo Rashim Sarvato Deeptimantam
तेजो
तेजोराशिं
राशिं
सर्वतो
सर्वतो
दीप्तिमन्तम्
दीप्तिमन्तम्
Pashyami Tvam Durniriksham Samantat
पश्यामि
पश्यामि
त्वां
त्वां
दुर्निरीक्ष्यं
दुर्निरीक्ष्यं
समन्तात्
समन्ताद्
Deeptanalaarkadyutimaprameyam
दीप्तानल
दीप्तानलार्कद्युतिमप्रमेयम्
अप्रमेयम्
You have to split and read. You have to split and understand, not reading. Deeptanalaarkadyutimaprameyam. Aprameyam. Then Dyutim Arkadyuti Deepta Anala Arka Dyutim Aprameyam. Like that. So here also Pashyami, Kriyapadam Pashyami, Aham Tvam Pashyami. I also I see you, I see you in the form of how we see Kiritinam wearing a crown. Kiritin is a Shabda. Kiriti, Kiritino, Kiritanaha. Kiritinam, Kiritam, Mukutam. It is Shira Abhushanam, Shiro Bhushanam. It is Shira Bhushanam, Shiro Bhushanam. Yasya Asti. Mukutam Yasya Asti. Kiritam Yasya Asti iti Kiritin. So Kiritinam Ditya Ekvacham. Karma. Mukutavan, Mukutavantam ityartaha. Kiritinam is equal to Mukutavantam. Similarly, Gadinam, Gadaha, Gada, Asya Asti. Gada Asya Yasya Asti iti Gadinam, the one who has got Gada. So Mukuta is there, crown is there, and Gada is there, wielding a mace. Then Chakra. So Chakram also is there. Chakrinam. Chakram Kare Yasya Asti iti. Chakrin, Chakravantam. So Gada and Chakra in the hand, and Kirita in the Shira. So Kirita in the head, Gada and Chakra in the hand. Ashikara says in the Bhashyam Visheshana, Shiro Bhushana Visheshaha. It says for Kirita. It is Shiro Bhushana Vishesha. Then Gada and the Chakra in the hands. And Tejo Rashim. Rashi is Samuga, a collection. It is a Samuga, Rashi. So it is Tejo Rashim, Deepti Rashim. Deepti Rashim, and it is Durniriksham. So Deepti Rashim. Deepti Rashi, and it is Sarvataha Deepti Mantam also. So Deepti Rashi, Samuha, the collection. So, and it is Sarvato Deeptimantam, Deeptiman, Deeptimantam, Sarvataha, the brilliance is on all sides. So the brilliance on all sides. And it is Aham Pashyami, Tvam Pashyami, which is Durniriksham, which is Dukkena, Durniriksham, Nirpurvaka, each dhatu, Yat Pratyaya, Durniriksham, Preshati Sarga Prapta Kaleshu, Avashyakarte, Yogyarte, Nalvisa, that Yat Pratyaya, Kritya. Dukkena Nirikshitam Yogyam, Durniriksham. So Nirikshana, Anargam, it is difficult to see with the eyes. With the eyes we cannot see. Durniriksham. This Tejo Rashim, this collection of this brilliance, and it is Sarvato Mukham, Sarvato Deeptimantam, it is shining on all sides. the brilliance, Deepti Rashi, the Samukha, the collection, this brilliance, the mass of brilliance which is shining in all directions, which is difficult to see. And it is, therefore, it is Aprameyam, Durnirikshatvat, it is Aprameyam. Aprameyam is, this is how it is, we cannot say. Pramatum, Adhyavasatum, Ashakyam, Aprameyam, Ashakyam. Deeptana, Deeptanalarka Dhyutim Aprameyam, Deeptanalarka Dhyutim, that is one word. Then Aprameyam, because it is the Durniriksham Aprameyam, therefore Aprameyam. Then further, one more description, Deeptanalarka Dhyutim. So Deepta. So Arka Dhyuti. Arka is Surya. So Dhyutihi, Deeptihi. So Dhyutihi, like what? Deepta, Deepta, Arka and Anala. So Arka and Anala. So we can say Anala Arkayogo, Deeptayogo, Deeptayogo, Anala Arkayogo, Deeptayogo, which is Deepta, which is shining, Jvajalyamana Yogo, which is shining. That Anala and Arka. Anala, Arka, Anala is fire, Arka is Surya, Anala is Agni, and Arka is Surya. So Agni Surya Yogo, Anala Arka Yogo, Deepta Yogo, Dhyutim. Dhyutim is the shine. So Tayogo, Deepta Yogo, Anala Arkayogo, Dhyutihi Iva Dhyutihi. The shine, Dhyutihi Iva Dhyutihi, Yasya Saha. The Dhyutihi is that shine is like that of the Agni and the fire. The brilliance, the conflagration, that Agni and the blazing sun. So how it would be if both are together? The huge fire, the mass of fire and the blazing sun. So how much that effulgence would be, duty would be. So that, like that, the duty. So Deepta Yogo, Analarka Yogo, Dyutihi, Iva Dyutihi. It is not combination of the shine of the conflagration and the sun. It is a comparison, like Chandramukhi. Chandraha Iva Mukam Yasya. Not Chandra is a face. Chandraha Iva Mukam Yasya Saha, we say. Chandrasya Mukam Iva Mukam Yasya Saha. In fact, we have to say like that. Chandrasya Mukam Iva Mukam Yasya Saha. Not that the person has got the face of Chandra. Not Chandrasya Mukam. Chandrasya Mukam Iva Mukam Yasya Saha. Similarly, here also the conflict. It is the combination of the brilliance of the conflagration, conflagration of the fire and the blazing, how it would be. Like that, the duty, that shining is of him, of the Lord. So that's why Dyutihi, Iva Dyutihi. Otherwise, what will happen? When you say this is the combination of this conflagration, fire and Surya. This and thus you are adding that, and this is the duty of Ishvara. No. Dyutihi, Iva Dyutihi, Deeptihi, Yasya Tam. That's why we say Koti Surya Samaprabha. Samaprabha is Tulyam Ityartaha. Samana, Tulyam, equivalent to. So, the same meaning here also. Deeptayogo, Analarkayogo, Dyutihi Iva Dyutihi. Analascha, Arkascha, Analarkau. Tayogo, Analarkayogo. And they are Deepta, the Deeptayogo, Chanalarkayogo. Deepta Nalarkayogo. Deeptanalarkayogo, Dyutihi, Iva Dyutihi, Yasya, Tam, Rupam, Deeptanalarka Dyutim. Karma, therefore, Dvitiya Bhakti. So, therefore, it is Aprameyam. It is vast. It is Deeptimantam. It is Deepta Anala, Deepta Arka. But the brilliance, the duty is equal to Deepta Anala and Deepta Arka. That conflagration, the fire and the blazing sun. Therefore, it is Aprameyam. So Arjuna is trying to present the cosmic form, objectifying it, but it is too vast. Therefore, it cannot be, it cannot be understood in just in the form of a single vritti, the single thought. It's Aprameyam. It's not available for distinct understanding. It is not available because it is not in a limited form. Therefore, he says, it is Aprameyam. Aprameya means it is not in the sense of it is not an object of knowledge. When we Aprameyam, then we cannot describe. That is not the meaning here. So when we say Aprameya means that Atma is Aprameya. Atma is Aviditat Anyata, Viditat Anyata, Aviditat Anyata. Viditat Anyata, Aviditat Anyata, Aprameya. That is different. Here it says, everything is you. Therefore, it is not possible to understand you in a limited form. That is the meaning. Aprameya is not used in the sense of that which is not an object of knowledge. If it is not an object of knowledge, then we cannot describe all those things. Not in that sense. Atma is Aprameya, not an object of knowledge. We say, even in the second chapter, it is said, when we talked about the Sankhya Yoga, there Bhagavan said it is not Prameya, it is not Prameya Vishaya, Aprameya. It is the shloka, Veda Vinashinam Nityam, not that one. Aprameya iti, the second chapter is it. Aprameya, Atma is Aprameya. It is not an object of knowledge. We can connect to Upanishad, Vidita Tanyat, Avidita Tanyat. That is Aprameya. Aprameyo Rishi Keshaha. Don't remember that. When it is the shloka, it is there. Aprameya in the second chapter. But here Aprameya, it is objectified. Arjuna presents what he sees. But it is not cognizable in a limited form. So that's why Aprameya iti. So it is Prameya, but it is not in a limited way. In that meaning. So Aprameya means it is not here, it is what we use in the sense of generally that referring to Atma. Atma is Aprameya, not in that sense. So Aprameyam Deeptanalakadutyam, and it is Durniriksham, Vidyapi Durniriksham, Aham Pashyami. Difficult to see, I see. So difficult to see, therefore he sees. He sees and therefore trying to describe that. Anashino Prameyasya Tasmadityasya Bharata, that is the Gita. Antavanta ime degaha nityasyukta sharirinaha anashino Prameyasya. That Aprameya is different. This Aprameya is different. So we have to see the context and know the meaning. Atma is ever Aprameya. But here cosmic form also Saguna Brahma only. But seeing the Saguna Brahma itself is struck with wonder. Not even seeing the Saguna Brahma is so huge and vast. Then what would be the Nirgunam Brahma without any form? The form itself is struck with this wonder, fear, and bhakti. Then this is Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa is Sagunam. And if it is Nirgunam, the person becomes speechless. Then we'll stop here. Next shloka we will see in the next verse. Idam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyai Stavai Vedai Sangapadakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Sabagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na vidusvara suraganaha देवाय तस्मै नमः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। धन्यवादः।
ధన్యవాదాలు
ధన్యవాదాలు శైలజ. This
ధన్యవాదాలు
chapter is not only Vishwarupam, even Vyakaranam, I think it's Vishwarupam.
Good place to practice samasa.
Yeah, lots of yes.
Na prameyam aprameyam nanji. Prameya itself prapurvaka madhatu vat pratyaya. So yat pratyaya. Then becomes idyati by that sutra becomes e and then takes guna, then become me. Right? Okay.
But the sutras, I know how you remember. Dr. Correcta solrelji. How do we do that? That
Practice the practice. Prapurvaka madhatu yat pratyaya he then akara that idyati by that sutra a will be replaced by e. Then of course yat is adadatuka pratyaya guna will happen. He become ye. Like gi become geya. Gai become geya. Geyam Gita. Like that it will happen. Prameyam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dhanyawad.